Hello friends, welcome back again. In today's video, we are going to talk about the last lunar eclipse in the year 2021. So on November 19th, 2021, the last lunar eclipse for this year is going to occur and it is a partial lunar eclipse. Now this lunar eclipse is not completely visible from India, but certain parts such as the northeast region of India, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh will be able to experience this lunar eclipse. Now a lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes between the sun and the moon, and the earth's shadow then falls on a portion of the moon. Now, if this were to be a total lunar eclipse, the sun, the earth, and the moon would have to be in a straight line. But this is a partial lunar eclipse, which means that they are not exactly aligned in a straight line. And therefore, the earth blocks only a portion of the sun's light from falling on the moon. And one portion of the moon therefore appears dark red or orange. So, as you can see in this chart, the lunar eclipse is occurring in the sign of Taurus. So in the sign of Taurus, you can see that the moon and Rahu are placed together. So this eclipse is occurring in the Taurus Scorpio axis, which I have shown with a green line. In the sign of Scorpio, you can see Ketu conjunct Sun. Now what is the sign of Taurus all about? The sign of Taurus is the natural second house in the zodiac belt, and therefore it represents finances, it represents assets, it represents beauty, it represents skills, it represents our senses basically, because the sign of Taurus is ruled by Venus. And where is Venus placed? Venus is placed in the sign of Sagittarius, represented by the letters VE. So in short, the sign of Taurus represents the security that we look forward to in our life, namely our finances, our assets, our skills, our family, all kinds of good things by which we feel secure. Now Rahu is already in the nakshatra of Kritika, and therefore Kritika represents assuring safety or protecting the safety of these assets represented by the sign of Taurus. But what is Rahu? Rahu is deception, Rahu is obsession. Rahu amplifies the things he is associated with. Now in this case, Rahu is associated with the moon, and the moon is our mind. Therefore Rahu fills our mind with desires to achieve luxurious things, to achieve safety, to secure our family financially. And therefore, when this eclipse occurs, suddenly you will feel that something is lacking in your life, and now you will strive to achieve that thing. May it be your finances, may it be something in your career, may it be something in your family. You feel something is lacking and you will go forward and try to achieve that thing. So basically, Rahu creates a sudden feeling that you lack something, and then you start desiring that thing and moving towards achieving that thing. So the mind now starts chasing certain dreams, certain illusions, certain desires, which are signified by Rahu. Now let us look at the other end of the spectrum, where we have Ketu and Sun placed together in the sign of Scorpio. Now, what is the sign of Scorpio? The sign of Scorpio or Vrishik is the natural 8th house in the zodiac belt. And what does it represent? The 8th house represents hidden things, buried things, secrets, sudden unexpected events, misfortunes, fears and anxieties. Now, the sun is also present in the sign of Scorpio. And wherever the sun sits, we know sun throws light on those issues. So all those hidden things start coming out, all those hidden desires, all those hidden secrets which lie deeply buried within your soul and mind, they start coming to the fore. And therefore, this eclipse brings about a transformation, it brings about a change, it sets the tone for the change in the coming year. Now, another thing to note is, what is the sun actually? The sun represents power, he represents authority, he represents ego, he represents government. And what is Ketu? Ketu is a headless mercenary. Ketu never cares about the consequences. Ketu is totally detached. And this is the natural 8th house, that is the sign of Scorpio, which represents unexpected events. So, people holding positions of power, people holding positions of authority are going to face sudden unexpected events when this eclipse occurs. So, during this period, there may be many selfish decisions taken by people in power. Why? Because the moon, that is the mind, is obsessed by Rahu towards achieving certain material things. And Ketu is the headless mercenary placed in the 8th house, who is going to just act without thinking about the consequences. And Ketu has now got the head of the sun. So the government behaves in a very different way. It might take strange decisions, okay, which can have far-reaching consequences. Many hidden things related to people in power will therefore come out when this eclipse occurs. Sudden unexpected events will occur. And eventually, this is going to show us the real face of certain leaders whom we may be idolizing as great leaders. They might be actually very different from within the core, and all these things will now come out to the fore. Now, moon is the natural 4th house. 4th house represents our emotions. And when Rahu is conjunct moon, these emotions are highly amplified. So this eclipse is going to trigger the emotions of people to achieve certain material desires. It is going to trigger the government to take certain decisions which can have far-reaching consequences. The sun also signifies the health of the people in general, because sun is the natural karaka of immunity. Now this sun has gone in the natural 8th house of sudden events, misfortunes, hidden things, secrets, and is also conjunct with Ketu. So the health of the people may suffer in this time. We may face certain challenges. That is, the virus which is there, those cases may increase. Sun is the natural ruler of the 5th house, and therefore the sun also signifies children, and this implies that we need to take care of our children in this time period. This is because there will be sudden unexpected events in this time period. One good thing is, on 20th November 2021, Jupiter separates from Saturn and moves into the sign of Aquarius. And Aquarius is the natural 11th house. It represents an air sign. So when this eclipse is occurring, Jupiter is still in the sign of Capricorn and he is aspecting the sign of Taurus. So the negative impact of this eclipse is greatly reduced. Now let us look at the positive side of this eclipse also. The sign of Scorpio represents occult knowledge, and Ketu is also a planet which represents occult. When Sun enters this sign and conjuncts Ketu, it throws light on occult activities. So this is a good time when we can focus our mind towards meditating, towards doing activities related to the 8th house such as charity. So doing meditation when the eclipse occurs will give us a great deal of relief, and it will bring good things in our life. Note that the sign of Libra has Mercury and Mars in it, and Libra represents harmony or balance, and Mars is aspecting Saturn and Saturn is aspecting Mars. So in this time period there is a lack of balance, there is a lack of harmony in the world. And meditating on God, doing activities related to spirituality will help us overcome these challenges. Remember that the lunar eclipse always occurs on a full moon day, and full moon represents the completion of activities which we had planned earlier. So this indicates the end of an old phase and the beginning of a new phase in life. Now with Jupiter entering Aquarius, lot of things will start moving forward, lot of things will start becoming progressive. Jupiter will help us fulfill our hopes, wishes, aspirations and desires in the times ahead. The simple message that this eclipse gives us is to not get obsessed too much with respect to security of our family, with respect to things we cannot control. Rather, let us focus our mind on God, let us meditate and let things move naturally. Lastly, this eclipse will be visible in USA, in parts of Europe and few parts such as Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in northeast portion of India. Now one more thing to note is Taurus is an earth sign, Scorpio is a water sign. Therefore the earth and water elements are highly activated in this time period, and it gives possibility to the rise of some earthquakes as well as heavy rains in certain parts of the world. So friends, this is my short analysis of the last lunar eclipse in the year 2021, that is on 19 November 2021. For any consultations or queries, please email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. To know more about us, visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. If you have not subscribed to our channel Kamath Astrology, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. The subscription is absolutely free, and the advantage is you will be notified automatically when we add a new video to this channel. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye, take care and stay safe.